Hello, my art viewers. So, this is artist BHAVANA here, and today we are discussing an interesting topic. So, hair. Hair is not the same kind, but there are different techniques to do this. So, hair you can do using several techniques. First, you can apply charcoal and you can give highlights and all. But I don't wish to do in that way because I basically preferred graphite here. So, first, just I'm applying a base layer of graphite powder. So, this is just 2B grade graphite powder because the hair will not be pure white. So I'm recommending you to apply 2B grade graphite powder using eye applicator brush. So this brush you can find in your makeup sets or you can order in Amazon. So you can see here how I'm applying a little light layer. Don't add too much. So in this way I added. So after once you added it, just give the strokes. So let us see that step by step. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel and do tap the bell icon. Don't miss any updates. So this is my challenging art. You can see the details and all. So you can see skin texture, the cloth texture and all. So I'm spending almost my time in this artwork. So this video is little bit late, like 1 to 2 days, but it is really worth watching. So to shoot this video I took really 2 days because you can see how lot work is there in this video. So you can see the time taking process and all. The hair is most complicated part in the human body, so to draw the each strands of hair it is really difficult. So here I am applying other layer of graphite powder because here our hair is almost dark, that is black. So to give that effect I'm just applying other layer of graphite powder. So this is 2B grade graphite powder extracted from art line pencils. I hope you are now easily accessing it and easily understanding it. So in this way I'm just applying evenly. So if you are not applying evenly also it is okay because you need to draw strands in this way. So this is 2B grade pencil, graphite pencil of Staedtler brand. I hope everyone are really aware of this brand because this is everyone's favorite brand. So the difference between Artline and Staedtler is that why it is so costly. Why Staedtler is so costly pencil than Artline pencil. So when you compare this both, the Staedtler lines are really very fine, the bright, and really the lines will come so accurately thin and so smooth. The shading and all, this Staedtler brand using the pencils you can get this smooth shading and smooth finishing look. So these pencils are easily blendable and these are really sustainable. So if you want to try Staedtler brand, do practice the remaining brands like Camlin, Artline and all. So according to someone, Faber-Castell is also a very good brand. So here you can see how I'm measuring the length. So yeah, I kept my reference image beside and I'm just measuring is that perfect or not. So in this way you can measure using divider, compass and all, but I just prefer this scale for accurate measurements. So for normal measurements you can use these tools, but accuracy, so yeah, some will prefer like using a thread. So using thread you can also measure if you don't have scale. So using threads you need to mark on thread and you need to measure. So that is other technique, but it is little bit confused because the thread markings and all, if you are really confused you may not get accuracy. So in this way, once you apply the layer of fine hair, then again you need to blend using the same brush. So if you don't have this brush, don't worry, use the normal brush. But according to me, this brush is really useful. So if you don't have this brush, do use other brush. In this way, after giving the lines, fine lines, I'm just blending because the lines should blend properly, and each line and each hair should give the different shade. So now after that, we are giving just highlights using Tombow Mono Zero eraser. So this is our new art material, but not so new. It is already 1 month or 1.5 months, I guess. So Tombow Mono Zero eraser. So you can buy this in Amazon. It is really very much useful tool. If you are a beginner, you can use other erasers, but when you are developing your artworks, you must have this brand. So in this way, once you give the highlights, and if you see reference image, you'll understand where to give highlights and all. So here I want to give a small trick. So once you don't know where to give highlights, just decrease your phone brightness or edit your picture in that way. Just contrast it or just decrease the brightness of your picture. In that way, the darkest region will become more dark and lightest region will come up. So in that way, you can see where the light is falling and where the shadows are there. So when you go with the flow of light, it will be easy to draw everything. So nothing will be impossible when you use the flow of light. So in this way, you can see how I'm drawing the hair strands, and yeah, here the hair is little bit thin, so we can't directly apply the graphite powder. So we need to cover up using the strands only. When you find hair which has volume, you can use this technique. But when you don't have volume in your hair, so this technique may not apply to me. But you can still use, I'm not saying it is wrong, but the accuracy will not come up to the mark. So please listen to me and use techniques which I'm showing, because I'm just not saying, I experimented. So do believe in me and try these techniques because the results are awesome. So if you believe in me, do try this technique when you're having volume in your hair, like in your reference image, you can try this technique. But when you don't have, do use this technique which I'll show in the next part of this video. So do wait with patience and do watch complete video and enjoy this video. So in this way, first, don't miss any highlights when you're dealing with hair. The second thing is, don't be in hurry. Hair will take really much time and it require more patience. So don't be in hurry. The second thing. And third thing is, don't apply directly without seeing reference image. You need to observe each and everything using reference image. The reference image will play a crucial role. So do observe properly. Observation is the third rule. So these are the 3 principles you need to follow. Understood? So yeah, once you are done with the voluminous air, you need to draw this irregular strands which are almost flying in air. So this will give the realistic look. You can see how normally I am drawing, how naturally they are looking. Yes, right? So here a little bit slight things are disturbing me. So you can see my hair flying. Sorry for this, I couldn't edit it. So yeah, so if you observe this, you are really great because you're watching and you're watching this video carefully. And I hope now the video is really clearly visible. So here you can see how naturally our hair is looking. So I prefer So I prefer 0.3 mechanical Staedtler pencil, that is Staedtler brand mechanical pencil, when I'm drawing hair. So this pencil, so it is okay if you use different brands, that is other issue, but 0.3 mechanical pencil will really play a major role, because the hair will be really fine, thin and natural. So if you want to get that look, you need to use mechanical pencils in order to get these sharp and fine strokes. So now we are using the other grade, that is 6B Staedtler grade. So when you use the 6B Staedtler grade, you can see the shining effect is looking really good. So here and there I'm applying this black strands, so you can see how I'm adding it. And some regions I'm leaving because those are the highlighting regions. So when directly the light fall on that region, they'll have the light effect. So that effect you need to give using Tombow Mono Zero eraser. So I'm just leaving those areas because it will be really difficult when you want to erase it. So in this way we are adding the dark effect here and there, not completely but here and there. So I'm just adding in irregular format, but the same flow downwards, towards downwards you need to add. Okay, I hope now you are getting things. And I already mentioned the patient process. Patience is really key factor in this drawing, and drawing hair is really complicated thing according to me. And if you also feel same, do comment below and do let me know which is your difficult part to draw. Okay, and you can see how it is enhancing. I hope you are clearly seeing how it is enhancing. So here I'm using 0.5 mechanical pencil. So this is just normal brand. So don't think branded things only will give the accurate results. Yes, that is true to some extent, but not always. So do believe in your hard work than brands. So in this way we are adding the darkest region using 6B grade pencil directly. So this is the shadow part, so we are adding directly. So I hope you can see how I'm adding. So just normal process, just I'm giving few irregular format of shapes here, and then I'll blend it. So in this way we'll add, and once you're done with it, again the same process. This is a eye applicator brush. See, eye applicator brush, and in this way we are just smudging it or blending it. You can call blending or smudging. And yeah, now the process is almost ready. When you are blending properly, the results will be really accurate. When you leave just as it is, you will not get the proper results. So do spend more time when you are taking up challenging things, because you are challenging yourself. So when you are challenging, do show up the best results. So always believe in results and the process will go smooth. Or else reverse, when you believe in your process, the results will be outstanding. So anything but believe in you, that is the main thing. So when you're done, just blend it. Again here I'm using the normal regular brush. So this is eye applicator brush. So it is, I can say this is eye brushes. So eye makeup brushes, you can find it. So here the strands are really fine. Let me zoom out. Okay, now we'll see this little strands. You can directly give the fine lines here. Don't apply any graphite powder and all. Just go with different process. So previous process completely different from this process. Here I am using 0.3 mechanical pencil of Staedtler brand. So this brand and this 0.3 lead will really give the fine lines. So I am preferring mechanical pencils here first. So our base layer here will be mechanical pencil strands. There your base layer will be graphite powder. So know the difference and know the things where to apply and what process to use. So you can't follow the same process all over your artwork. So you will have different types and different process. So do observe carefully, and when you practice, it is easy to find which process and what things you need to do next. So practice, practice and practice until you are really comfortable. According to me, practice will never end and development will be a continuous process. So in this way we are giving the fine lines. You can see how fine lines we are getting using this 0.3 mechanical pencil and lead. I hope the results are clearly visible. So yeah, again one thing here. So next video will be skin texture. You can see the right part here, that is skin. So that is an exclusive video of skin texture. So here I'm going to reveal the secret of how to draw this beautiful and shining skin with highlights. So this is most important topic. So if you are my subscriber, you are really lucky, because I'll reveal my secret tip behind getting a perfect skin. So yeah, I did several experiments and I found the best technique to draw skin texture. So I'm not just saying directly, but several experiments, several failures and all. Yeah, where there is success, there will be a failure. So I practiced, I experimented, then I got the best result out of it. So here the skin texture is combination of several techniques, not a single technique, but really beautiful procedure and process. So once you search on YouTube, you can't get exclusive video on skin texture. But when you wait, I'll let you know how this beautiful skin texture is drawn. So you can see this face. Her face is really beautiful. And you can see the skin texture and minimal things and all, the highlights and all. The perfect skin texture and perfect blending. How did I achieve it? So do you want to know? So stay tuned to my channel. So a beautiful process video will be released soon. So hopefully this week, or yeah, hopefully this week only. So in this way, here you can see hair strands will not be same color. So this is a great tip. You can see the 2-3 lines combined together will give the darkest tone of hair strands. So here is what I am doing. First we'll draw shadow of hair. So here we are drawing shadow. So when hair fall on your skin, it will create a shadow beneath it. So that shadow we are creating. So you can see how I have given this shadow. So once you blend it, the results will be amazing. But blending is really important, because the different tones should not be visible. So it should look like natural blending, and hard work will pay you. And you can see the graphite shine. Yes, right. Do you love graphite shine? Do you? If yes, do comment below. And I personally love this graphite shine because it is natural form of graphite and you can't avoid it or you can't do anything. But here I'm having few tricks. If you don't like this graphite shine, I am having definitely few tricks. So wait and wait and wait. And okay, once you're done with strands, here just blend it with brush. So normal brush here. So these strands are done using mechanical pencils. So one is 0.3 mechanical pencil. If you don't have 0.3, use 0.5 but do use smartly. Smartly in the sense you need to draw fine lines, only fine highlights. So that is the thing, you need to get the fine lines only. If you see here, I'm using pencil again. So using pencil, we are giving the fine lines. If you are not getting satisfaction using normal pencil, do use mechanical pencil. So I'm personally having 0.3, 0.5 and 0.7. So now I'm using 0.5. So previously we used 0.3 and now we are giving these fine lines using 0.5. So when you previously gave highlights using 0.5, do use the higher grade than the 0.5 in your case. So once you observe carefully, the shadow of this first strand is really looking good, and I personally loved it because it is looking natural. So here you need to know basics of blending. So blending will give the natural results. So now the normal process, we are just blending using brush. So here I'm not just speed upping the process because real time video you need to see complete process. So complete process in the sense I don't want to skip anything. So after once you achieve this beautiful blending and fine blending, now you can use the pencil. So here I'm generally giving the shade. So shadow, it is falling towards right. So we are just applying using 2B grade pencil, or if you don't have it, just use HB pencil. When you are dealing with skin texture, it is really must and you need to know basic things of it. So next video will be exclusively on it, don't miss it, because several experiments and failures, and I experimented and learned many things from that technique. So do stay tuned. And here again, so I generally prefer Tombow Mono Zero eraser only because here the space is really very small and I don't want to erase the things which I achieved here. Okay, now we'll give the highlights using Tombow Mono Zero eraser. So highlights, please do watch your reference image. So when you want to try this artwork, do ask me, I'll provide the reference image. Or when you're using this technique on your preferred artwork, so do choose properly because the techniques are really similar but the look is completely different. When you are having great volume in your reference image, do use the first technique. When you are trying to draw this flying hairs and the single or like minimal strands, do use the second technique. Don't get confused and don't use same technique everywhere because doing things are really different. So you can see the difference in these techniques and the output will be really different. So different in the sense it will be natural. When you achieve the natural things, it is great and extraordinary feeling, right? So you need to achieve the natural things only. So when you draw strands, fine hairs, it is a repetitive and monotonous work. And if you don't know this erasing, adding tones, erasing, adding tones, erasing, adding tones, this will be the continuous process all over this drawing hair. So that is really monotonous work. Yes, right? This monotonous work will be like challenging also. So monotonous work here we are not using monotonous work but different tricks and all in order to make your sense interesting. Okay, so I'm really struggling very hard to bring all types of things, so no one will teach this type of things and what things to use. Especially I am bringing this tutorial because my art viewers are really special to me. So yes, right? And I hope that is true. Yes. And in this way, once you're done with this layering, here we are giving the fine lines. Here our little strands are flying in the air. So you need to give and you need to create that effect. So don't mess up it because you need to add correct amount of hair. So don't add many fine lines because it will not look natural and it will look unreal. So be careful and add the correct and right amount of hair. So blending here because I'm showing the difference between face and neck. So here I'm giving the shadow of chin which is falling beneath her chin. So this is explanation and illustration of shadow. Now let us use Faber-Castell 0.7 mechanical pencil in order to give the final touches or the last final touches. Okay, so let us see after applying. Here artwork, when you're doing with and when you're dealing with artwork, satisfaction plays a crucial role. When you are satisfied only, leave it, or else do it until you get satisfaction. So here I'm not satisfied, that's why I'm using pencil. So here we are drawing 2 to 3 hairs together in order to look a bunchy effect. So bunch of hair is lying on her shoulder. So highlights and all. Yeah, it all depends on adjustments because here you need to get the natural look. That is for sure. So in this way, giving highlights, erasing, adding, giving the fine lines and all, everything the same trick, but when you are applying it, you'll get the beautiful and great results. Here also I wish to add few fine hair. So it is as usual as the reference image, but few things are missing. So I'm just grabbing 0.3 mechanical pencil and I'm adding the fine hair. So you can see the fine hair, the regular, not irregular but regular format of hair. So here and there I'll add the irregular format of hair. You can see those hair are not having any format, those are irregular shapes here and there. So if you are having only, do add it, don't add unnecessarily. I'm having in my reference image, so that I'm adding it, or else you can skip this process. So do observe and do watch the video, but if you don't want this highlights and fine lines, do skip this process when you're applying. Okay, so do watch it completely because many tricks are there, so do watch it. And here also I'm adding few dark tones using 6B grid pencil of Artline brand. So you can see after that I just normally using Tombow Mono Zero eraser. Here you are getting fine highlights because this is Tombow Mono Zero eraser. Those highlights are really fine, which you can't achieve using other erasers. So again we are adding the fine lines of 0.3 mechanical grade. Again we are using 6B grade pencil. So here the pencils and every tool you need to change within 10 to 5 seconds. You can see how I am shifting the pencils and material. So yeah, it is really challenging, but it is really interesting too. And I'm not satisfied with the strand, so I'm using this 6B grade pencil to give the bunchiness. So bunch of hairs here and there. So previously we added few hair above, now we added below. So in this way I'm just blending. Don't use much pressure here, a little light pressure is really very good. So you almost reach it to the end, so you need to give light pressure and don't apply much force because your hard work will be ruined out. So just feel it as your hair and your skin. So do blend it properly, smoothly, evenly. Now almost the final touches using Outline 10B grade pencil. So here just we are adding here and there lines. So Outline 10B grade is really so dark and I love the darkness of this grade. So you need to try this grade and this brand too. And here and there only I'm adding it. So I'm not adding all over the hair. So just a few strands, because I need to and you need to show difference. I hope you are clearly observing the things. Yes, right? So here and there only. So there is no requirement to apply much pressure here. Little pressure is really great, and yeah, it is enough too. And yeah, upward direction and all. So it is up to you, because I'll use upward and downward directions according to my preferences. But when you like to use only downward direction, it is okay. The results will not be as different as it, but yeah, results will be same, similar. Okay. So here now I'm satisfied with this output, and let us move to the other part. So, and I hope this video and these tricks are really useful and helpful in order to improve your hair drawing. Yes, right? So here nothing special I did, but I just gave the highlights, light fine lines and all, but in different way and different explanation, and everything is different. And also I differentiated between two techniques. So that is most important part and the most important thing you must know and everyone must know. So yeah, this side here I'll just speed up the process, because this is again, this is again the bunch of hair and the voluminous hair. So directly the first technique. Yes, right? A good lesson, right? So I'm just skipping this process. Let us see the final results. And I'm really satisfied because I explained everything. So if you really satisfied with this tutorial, please do give a thumbs up and do share it with your artist friends and family. And if you love this video, please do like, share and comment below. And please do tap the bell icon and don't miss any updates. Thank you, and stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day. And do try these techniques and feel the difference and love the difference and explore the difference. So this is really very much important, and know the technique before you apply. Artist BHAVANA signing off for today.